Hi there. Sorry about looking so scruffy, but I'm having a scruffy kind of day. Need to put my glasses on for this one. This is a response into a video that Zoe, 24 Carat Crochet, or International Geek as she is known, she put out about, you know, accents and the way we pronounce things. As most of you know, I come from the UK. I'm a northerner. Come from Manchester, proud of it. So I have got a bit of an accent, yeah. So it's saying here, what's my accent? Well, it's Manchester area, not necessarily Manchester. I don't actually live in Manchester. Has my accent changed? Yes, it has. I come from a place called Royton in Oldham, where they actually would pronounce it Rayton and Oldham. And I had a very, very thick accent, thick Oldham accent. And when I came over here to where I live in now, I had to change it because nobody understood me. You know, I would go in the shops and people would look at me a bit peculiar, you know, like what she just said. And also my ex-husband used to make fun of me because I used to say I'm going for the buzz. And he used to say, what's a buzz? I mean, that's a bus, but to me it was a buzz, yeah. Words were different, you know, they used the different words for the bread and the muffins and things like that, and tea cakes and things. Everything. It was like learning a different language, and I only came about 10 miles. And it was a different world over here. So yes, my accent has changed. Which accent do I like the sound of? Quite a lot actually of accents I like the sound of. I mean, I love like the Sean Connery type of Scottish accent, you know. Some of the Irish accents are lovely. Some are very harsh. Depends which part of Ireland they come from, or which part of Scotland they come from. And I have got a bit of a thing about a Welsh accent as well. And of course some of the Southern American accents, you know, the really down south drawl accents, I love those as well. But of course really we only ever see them in the films, so I don't suppose that they're very accurate for people who actually live in those places. Right, how do I pronounce these words? Well, I'll say them as I pronounce them, and you would obviously pronounce a lot of them differently. But this is the way I do them, yeah? It's tomato, potato, herbs, basil, pecan, oregano I would say. Not oregano, no, definitely not oregano. Oregano. Parmesan, as in cheese, yeah. Pate, water, almond, salmon, caramel. I don't know where you get caramel from because there's definitely an A in it somewhere. Caramel. Vitamins, McVitie's, yogurt, margarine, pasta, Gouda, Van Gogh, or Van Gogh, whichever you want to do, but Van Gogh is what I would pronounce it as. Anthony, Cecil, Caribbean, Chile, Derby, Birmingham, Canterbury, Worcester, Leicester, Edinburgh, Glasgow, Moscow, Italy, aluminium. I think that's fragile, I can't read me all right in here. Hostile, root, data, vase, boy, Z. That's the letter Z to some people, but it's Z to us. Theatre, lilac, film, defence, button, leisure, advertisement, debut, poinsettia, news, Tuesday, progress, pronunciation, anti-clockwise, antibiotics, via, or via, whichever you want to call it, but via to me. Lever, controversy, cashmere, jaguar, Dalek, consortium, fortnight, solder, strychnine and khaki. Words that I notice that are different is Iran and Iraq is how we would pronounce them, and also Tunisian as in the crochet, Tunisian crochet. We would pronounce the country as Tunisia. What else do we have? Well, we had cupcakes, but they're not called cupcakes over here. They were fairy cakes, but they were smaller. Little fairy cakes is what they're called. And same with the swimming costume, swimsuit. We would call it a cosy. You know, it's just what we have, cosy. I can think of lots of other words that are pronounced differently in other parts of the world, even in different parts of the country. I mean, for example, if you speak to somebody from London or somebody from Birmingham, they've got very, very strong accents. They're completely different. They have nicknames for things that we don't have. If you watch Coronation Street, that really isn't true to how we speak in the north. I don't know where they've got a lot of it from. It's not how we would speak. I think it's a caricature of how they think we speak. And bear in mind, a lot of the actors that are in it don't actually come from Lancashire. It's supposed to be set in Salford. Well, that's another thing that gets pronounced wrong. It's not Salford, it's Salford. It's pronounced as though it's got an O in it. Yeah. I think that's about it really for funny words. Although I can probably think of a lot more if I put my mind to it. But I'm just doing a quick response to Zoe's video. I've just watched Amy, Ming Mao, and you know, I think we all think we don't have an accent. I mean, I do know I've got a northern accent because I can hear it in myself. But you know, we have, when I hear somebody from Scotland or Wales, Ireland, Birmingham, you know, I think they have got an accent. And I don't think that I do. I know I've got a northern one, but to me that's normal because that's where I was brought up, obviously. So anyway, I'd like to hear your responses to the way that I pronounce things. And I know that you'll do it differently. So the challenge is out there from Zoe. Do a video and tell us how you say the words. Okay, bye for now.